Hello. Hello, are we crystal clear? Are we here? Are we anything? I could listen to this stream again. Actually, let me do that. I'll do that. God, ads are really gonna start again. Fuck you, Twitch. Hold on. Hold on a second. You might hear me double for a moment here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Actually, this might be too loud. No, we're good. I don't hear any stuttering or skipping or anything. Alright, excellent. Okay. Get rid of that main. We're just gonna go. Welcome in, fellas. To I'll do it again. I'll do the thing again. August 2nd, 2025. Hope everyone's doing well. Having a good one. I have been at it. I've been in the mines. I've been in God, it's gonna break, whatever, I don't care. We've been updating Tiny Misi, as the title implied. Resurrecting them from the ashes. This is what I've been doing all day. And I was gonna stream it, but then I was like, wow, this is really boring. And I'm just like locked in and I want to get it done, you know. And also you probably see we have like passwords up here. It doesn't matter. This is like all local shit. Who cares? We'll close it anyways. But yeah, we're resurrecting them. So what have we done? What have we done? I probably should have the other guy up here. That's fine. Comparatively, this is already feels like immensely better. Actually, can I open a workspace? Can we open a workspace? I have Tiny Misi proper opened elsewhere. It would probably behoove us to maybe do this. Maybe do this. How the hell do workspaces work in this? Add folder to workspace. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That's good. Just normal Tiny Misi. Add it. Perfect. Perfect. Repository current folder is potentially unsafe. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Yeah, so as you heard on in a couple places actually, uh the critical event we did on our last broadcast for Tiny Misi worked a little too well. It was a little chaotic. It was a little doing it more than it should have because I my greater than or equals to just flipped. Like it was kind of shit actually. So today I stood up Tiny Misi testing, which was going to be a big test, like not even a fork. It's like a redo. Also, are you complaining? Are you complaining about? Can you, yes, relaunch it? It's fine. Okay, it's not fine because you're not doing what I want. You're not even in whatever. Um, yeah, so we rewrote it, and I wanted to do some mocking with the Twitch CLI, like the mock API you can run locally. I didn't get to that. I was looking through the docs for it and I was like, I don't want to do this. Take a sip of my, have some sake. I didn't want to do it. I don't know. I thought I did, and then I looked at it. I was like, I don't care, because like the only things, there's only a couple things we can't really test well. Some we can test while we're just live right now, but it's only event sub things. So like, we can test that obviously. Channel point redeems, follows we can test. I just have fucking Tiny Misi follow my channel. Ad break, that already works, but these two don't. So stream offline, like we have to go offline. You can mock that with API or the CLI. And then just let me get rid of this pinned message. Get rid of that. And then channel raid. I was trying to do that actually. I guess you can't. My raid restrictions are very limited. Like it's just like they're actually just what their defaults are, I think, which is like one raider. So I tried to raid my channel with Tiny Misi and that did not work. So that also might be a problem. It's like I even got an error that was like, you're not live. I'm like, huh? Thought you could just like raid whenever. Didn't actually matter. But this whole thing though is, oh my gosh, it's so much cleaner. Like main.py, this was getting kind of bloated. And if we look at our prior main.py, can I split this view? Can I split this view? Actually, are they about the same length? Oh shit, are they? No, we were like 50 lines out of this. It's not bad. Violence is detected. Sure. Sure. Thank you, Pylance. Very cool. But yeah, so this had a lot in it that didn't really need to be in here. And it's a lot more streamlined now. It's I think I moved every function that was like in here out to its own sort of handling thing. Which is very exciting. Not for any like, well, I don't know. Functionally it's pretty good. So we got like all these made classes for the event sub handling, for different services. I love services are great. I'm so engrossed with Angular predominantly, and it uses this service convention quite a lot, and I really like it. So I was trying to kind of do the same thing here, just reusable. Like there's classes, but same thing, really. And just doing that in here. So like everything's split out. There's a lot more files now, which I guess isn't great. But at least it's a little bit more organized. I tried to like actually do this a bit better. I was gonna run through this because I'm again like basically nonstop 8 hours doing this. I think I ate for like 30 minutes at one point, but I was like, we need to go. So Radiate's empty because we're gonna redo him. But yeah, we just got all the basics in here. I've got like actual fucking comments now. Do I have better comments in here, do I? I guess I don't. Yeah, so like all the chat commands are in here. These are ones that are like either doing something or based on, I don't know, some action or any that gets like values from the database. So we'll talk about the database in a second. This is exciting. Chat info is all the same. I've made like a couple jokes before. We have one that exists still in Forest chat. Check in. So any commands that do something rather involved will be here in commands in their own class. So check in for the silly FOMO thing. This is registering all the commands in one go, which is pretty good. Cross-channel interop. This allows Tiny Misi to fight in Prod and Lala's channels on my behalf, which is funny. Our auth service, this is good. Right, getting our bot auth, getting my me auth user refresh, which I don't think this has ever. I don't think this function has ever ran. I've had it here for a while and like failed to save insufficient permissions. Brother, I sudo chmodded this the other fucking day. Hold on. Always something. Should have the same permissions for everything. Terminal here. Yeah. No, I want to go up a level. Sudo chmod r 999 no 777 gets, because permissions on Linux are annoying. Should be fine. Save everything. Yes, permissions good. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I don't know if the user refresh thing has ever worked. It's like a callback up here, but I don't know. Maybe it does. Who knows? So, oh, really? You fucking edited everything? Why? Why? Which one's for which? You're for testing? That's just permission changes. Who cares? Fine, whatever. Arms. So I don't have to deal with it. Next, let's make a new branch. On, excuse me. TinyMC testing dev. Yeah. Radiate updates. Good. Okay. So that's the off service. We got we got a data service now. Holy shit. This was really annoying. Most of the repeated code in prior TinyMC was all these inserts and gets, but I was like, I need to just have these actually function as functions. This is pretty good. Just, again, don't worry about these. This is all on my local network. None of these matter. Classic password. MiraDB, Maria, sorry, not Mira, actually has like built-in, you have to have this minimum password strength, which is kind of nice. But yeah, so this will connect us to our new database, and then we have all our gets and our inserts and our updates. Actually, these are just examples because syntax is a little different. You can still use $ substitution, but I guess the proper syntax is the %s. Radiate, not yet, Venorac. Not yet. We have to reinstantiate. But that's what we're gonna do. So we got radiate service in here, which is empty. We're gonna get to that. User service. This whole not pragmatic process was kind of annoying how I was doing it before. The stream slide because we have a very simple users table. Everything for the event sub, adds, follows. We'll have to figure out offline and raid. These should actually work. Like I saw on our last stream, like this did print based on the event sub. So I just needed to actually update the channel, or not channel, stream title. And I think that's it actually, just the stream title and category. Raid manager, I was trying to test this before stream. I don't really know how this, this should work. I just want automated shoutouts on a raid. Redeems works. We can add more to this eventually. Actually, probably add things that trigger in the database. Like I think lurk. Maybe not lurk. Something. Check-in might be on not a command anymore, but like an actual redeem. The boost method, perhaps. Permissions, right? All this stuff. I had to add so many more authorizations to this guy. Radiate utils. Did I get the utils? Yeah, nothing. Oh, this is important. Prior, we were doing globals in kind of a dumb way. That's on me, obviously. But now we're at, because like I can show you. You've probably seen it, obviously, but so in here in the async run function, that's where I was finding globals, right? Twitch TinyMC, and I was like passing this around, and that was like, this is like not good. I don't even know if globals are good, but anyway, they work. I feel like it feels better now in that we instantiate them all here in a function which runs before everything else. It's the first thing. We get all our globals because they're all used everywhere, right? We're assigning utils globals in here on our database connections, and then we're also doing it in our auth service for the Twitch and for the client, for the event sub, I should say. And so that way they're all now alive, right? They exist, and we can get them anywhere as long as we import. And we're not gonna run into like the circular issues we ran into before, which again, my fault, but I didn't know any better. All right, so that's the tour of the new guy. Now the database, though. The database. Oh shit. Oh shit. What is this? What is this? Is this a real? Is this a real database? Hold on, let me you can be. No, that's not what I want to move. Oh my goodness. Actually, can I square you down? You're way too big. Why are you so big, D Beaver? There we go. Whoa. Whoa. Crazy, right? First off, there's way too many buttons in here. I don't like it. However, a real database now. This is running on my NAS. I was looking through what was available to like install, and it said MariaDB, and I was like, okay, let's install that. Let's run it, and I ran it, and I had to do some bullshit to get the users to work because this whole user host name thing was confusing. This is our user, our dev at, again, local network, your classic 192.168, whatever. Yeah, so we have a real database now, which means we can actually look at transactions. We can actually, well, there's rollbacks, but given everything comes from TinyMusi, I don't know how well we can actually roll things back. But then where's the other thing? Where was transaction logging? That's something that actually was useful. Projects. Tell us a project. Oh, interesting. Well, either way, we have an actual persistent database now rather than SQLite. I am using, if you may have noticed, that was you. Does TinyMusi run your desktop or some kind of server? TinyMusi runs on my Raspberry Pi, which is also becoming annoying because I have the last gen that runs with a micro SD card still, and it is so slow. It is slow to do anything on it, and I kind of hate it. But I also don't really think I need to spend the $300 on a new one with like an SSD. I could, but I'm like, I don't really need it. I could also run, because you have Python on, I have a Synology NAS, like the very basic one, and you can install Python on it. So I could in theory just run TinyMusi off the NAS. Problem with that, and the problem actually we might have with the database running on it is the hibernate mode, because it tries to be state or power saving and also life cycle saving for the hard disks, because I don't have SSDs in it, where it'll spin them down when they haven't been in use for, I had it 20 minutes, which is like the lowest actually before, which actually was fine. Sometimes I would try to like open something, it would take a couple seconds to load up, and I was like, eh. I've set them to 5 hours, which is actually you can't do custom time, I don't think. It's either the 5 hours is like the max you can allow. So we're on a 5 hour window, because actually today when I was testing this, 20 minutes passed and I had done a database changes, and the database was slow to spin up, and I was like, huh, do my disks need to be spinning? And then, yeah, they did. So, because I'm like an HP mini PC, like $100 on eBay. Yeah, there's a lot of different. I mean, I have like, it's really stupid. I have a desktop in my living room. It's like my media PC, and I'm air quoting. Also, I don't have my model up today because I was like, I don't, I don't want to be animated right now. Well, they could be. It's whatever. Yeah, I have a full ass desktop in my living room as a media PC. However, I never use my living room for anything. That computer only gets turned on if I have like people over and I know we're gonna like watch like a movie or something, and that is very rare. So it lays dormant over there. Also, it's like, I don't know, it's it is overkill just to run this silly little bot on, because it's like, I'm trying to remember what is in it. It's like an 8-core AMD. It's got a 1080. It's got a 1080 in it. Doesn't need that. It's just like when I got my 3080 Ti, I just moved my 1080 into it, and formerly it had a 480 AMD 480X or whatever their graphics card was. Bunch of RAM, bunch of SSDs, couple SSDs. Like, yeah, it's like yeah, it is a sleeping dragon. It's just over there chilling when it could be doing things, but it's whatever. It's fine. So what am I resizing right now? What the hell is this thing? Oh, it's this. Could I make you smaller? I've like grouped some stuff and it behaves very weirdly. It feels like. All right. All right. Can I click off this? Excellent. All right. So let's also, are we actually in our environment? No module. No, we're not. I want to reopen this actually. I don't want to be in a workspace. No, save your workspace. No. No, I don't. No, I do not. Thank you, Microsoft. I'm good. I have to reopen this. Open selector. Yeah. Excuse me. Perfect. I'm just gonna have this off to the side. Because we're just gonna be pulling stuff over. Actually, I should actually have the to do over in here. Grab you. Grab that. We're not gonna get to any of this today, but that's fine. So, what do we need to do here? Commands, command registration. So we got 3 commands in here. We got rad leader, death leader, Geiger. For some reason, we had, why did we have to do this? We had the radiate command itself proper. I know you can't see this. Let's move it over here. Give a process turn. Select open. No, never ask me that again. Never ask me that again. VS Code. We had radiate in here. Yeah. Why? Oh yeah, it's because we were passing globals to it. We don't have to do that anymore. So we can move you out. Move you up on out of there. Into our check commands. Yes. Because you're the guys that do things. Although yes. No, yeah. Yeah, because we just wait. Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. Actually, I want to... Do I care to organize these? Not really. Not really. But then we had... Okay, these commands came from it directly. So registered that. Yeah, okay. So we just need all 3 in here. Let me just order this up. Nope. And then we'll grab some of these. Yeah, because we'll kind of have the messaging in the function itself. 2, 3, 4. Of course, these aren't gonna tab correctly. I need to install a formatter. I just haven't. Tab 1 over. Def check-ins. This will be radiate, radii. Radiates. We need Geiger. We need rad leader. We need death leader. Ideally, those functions will just be simple gets. Those will be nice. So our radiate commands in here. So we need to grab you. We're not using helpers at all in here anymore. I guess we're not. I went through and like kind of streamline is not the right word. I guess we refactored a bunch of shit. You're gonna come from where? I guess just radiate. So you'll be importing yourself a little bit. So commands dot radiate import radiate service. Are we doing services in here? Not really. Pylance is detected. Go away, Pylance. I don't need your shit. Radiation service, actually. That might be funnier. Radiate service, radiation service. Yeah, why not? That'll be a class name. So you'll be boom dot radiate Geiger rad leader. Do we want gets in the names? That's fine actually. Death leader. We'll do those in the data service for radiate. This will actually help us out a lot. Move you over here. And then on the guy was passing all these things. We don't need that. Close you. Okay. Save radiate to pi. Class radiation service. Just need our guys here. Def radiate Geiger. So all needs to be async actually. Well, yeah, I guess because we're sending the message back. Rad leader. Death leader. Okay, those are all set up. And then we'll need our radiate service. I guess that gets confusing if we have radiate service and radiate. Yeah, let's do use radiate. That's fine. Naming convention isn't super important. Perfect. Radiate, because you're the actual radiation service. Or radiate service. Yeah, this is going to copy, sort of is the word, I guess, for the most part. Just simple ins and outs. Let me grab our prior from the other, the former time EC. Radiate chat. Bring you over here. Okay. Now database structure is pretty much the same. So I'm gonna do our normal, no, chicken service. Yeah. I'm gonna try to keep names conventional to some extent. So def get check-in, I guess get rad stat. That's our singular one. And then def get all rad stats for multi. Then we want to do an insert rad stat. None of these have to be async because we're just doing database operations. Insert update rad stats. I did put a cascade on the database side, but we don't really have to worry about deleting anything anyways. So getting, we'll need helpers, we'll need data services as well. And we just want to do, so get rad stat is going to need our user ID, your string. Also types are kind of annoying. I was trying to, I didn't do a great job at what was and was not typed as what in the prior database. We kind of mix and matching strings and integers to some degree, which wasn't ideal. I'm not a sake. It's fine. Return our data service. We're gonna get rad stat. We're getting 1. No, excuse me. Get to 1 data. And our command is going to be a little long, so let's hard it out. And what's it going to look like? We are selecting from, I guess it's not, we're just selecting. Yeah. Just doing this guy. caps lock off. And I do have the right name, right? Radiate stats. Let me just open this guy up. User ID, dose. I have underscores now. That's fine. Try to go under, or was this Pascal case? Or no, snake case, right? Because that seems to be the proper way in Python. Snakes, right? Funny. Let's see. I want you as %s, $s, %s, correct. And then let's, we need our thing. Oh, I guess we don't even need all this. It's just, this is a simple one. Yeah, because we're just, we're not doing any values or whatever. We don't have a long statement, so it'll actually just be formatted as such. You don't need quotes, you can just be you. Yep, from radiate stats where, and we do have a handy thing going on here. Just to appease my JavaScript JSON addled brain. This is turning everything, whether it be one or many, to a JSON like. Basically, just it is JSON, but it's a dictionary. It's a dictionary. It's Python. It's a dictionary, right? Yeah, whatever. So that's our get one, get all. The same thing that the where clause, and we'll get all data. Gosh, it's so clean. It's so much nicer, right? At least for me. Once our closing. Okay. And then insert. What's our insert command looking like? So no returns here, just do work. So do service dot insert a record. This will be longer, so we'll want to break you down. And I have, we'll be doing ignores on users. I did that for check-ins already. That way, if you're, it was annoying to have to like get from the database and then recheck the user if they exist in the database or not, because I'm doing a lot of, or not a lot, but like 2 foreign key relations right now on the user table to check-ins and radiate. So that's that. Yeah, so grab you, insert, oh goodness me, values, yeah, and then nothing there. You're taking 2, right? The tuple, yeah. I got so confused earlier today because I was like, I completely forgot about tuples, even though I had so many variables named named tuple. I was like, this was a dictionary, right? And it was like, no, it's a tuple. I'm like, oh, or a list. I was confusing lists and the other thing. Yeah, so we're gonna insert you. So the command. Yes, we just need user ID in this guy. User ID. I could not parse that out. Radiate stats. Yeah, we don't. You're actually a string now. We don't actually have to cast anything as in int, which is nice. It's more streamlined, I suppose. Insert into radiate stats. I'm gonna break you out. I'm gonna break you down. Break you apart. Tear you apart. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Turn to radiate stats. All these. We need the actual count because we're gonna get it in the prior. No, counts, dose, and I guess this is not insert, so your first dose will actually be also your lifetime dose, so we can actually kind of be efficient here. So that'll be dose, that'll be dose It is possible to die in your first dose, actually. Actually, is it? We can make it possible. So deaths would actually have to come in, so we need dose and deaths. Ideally, it's 0, but it might not be. Well, I don't know. Ideally, it's no ideals here, really. It's just what it is. Yeah. So user ID, the dose. What are these going to be? Are these numbers? Are you a number? Properties. Dose, next dose, and deaths. Yes, you're all numbers. You're an int. You're int. Yep. So user ID, dose. Actually, yeah, I never accounted for that, did I? Do we have the old code up? Yeah, because if your first dose could actually be more than 100,000, which in that case you just die. I guess we have to account for that, don't we? Oh no, that'll account for in this when we update it, because the dose would be reset to 0. I guess we need all of these. Yeah, we need all of these. Okay, I can't really cheat. I can't really be clever. Evening style, evening alcohol and Q. Yes, we I lamented earlier. I woke up. I was going to stream at noon. I woke up and I was like, damn, my head hurts. And then my head felt really hot. And I was like, okay, I can't stream like this. So I rewrote Tiny Misi for 8 hours. And now we're here. Now we're at the thing we wanted to do, which is actually update the radiate command to not be dog shit. Oh dear, no, it's great. Oh yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. My head doesn't hurt. I had a drink, just relaxing. But no, we made this a lot better. It's actually pretty good now. We broke everything out into like proper kind of files. Like we actually have, God, we have a data service now. Look at this. Look at that. We got secrets. We got update the token. We got turn to JSON. We got reusability. It's awesome. Don't mind these credentials. These are all local to my network, so it doesn't matter. We have an actual database now too, which is exciting. We're in. Can I pull it up? Pull it up. We're in. This is dbeaver, but I'm running a set up a Maria DB on my NAS, which is pretty cool. We're still using SQLite for secrets because I want to be able to show like the database on stream and not worry and like have the secrets table in here and click on and be like, oh no, I showed all my keys, but it's fine. It's all good. But no, this is going to be excellent, I think. The big thing was like just like seeing transaction logs again. This critical event, where is it? God, there's so much shit in here. This critical event was on the right branch. I am. Man, this wreaked havoc that I was unnoticed, like immensely. So we'll see. That's why I actually a lot of statements in here. Where I was like, trying to log things. I was like, oh man, what's going on? Yeah, we're gonna rewrite this whole thing during this, and it's gonna be good. It's going to be good. So what are we doing? We got dose, we got deaths. I could do the funny thing where like every developer for anything ever has if you want, no one likes to spell out cumulative, right? Everyone just like it's cum. Everything cumulative is just cum. I don't want to do that, so we're just gonna do a life dose here. We're not gonna have a variable named cum, I'm afraid. I think that's good. Let's see, dose, life dose, the deaths, and we're just gonna get time from our helpers. Yes. Yep. So dose, life dose goes here. I hope you're doing well too, Clonk, by the way. I saw, because I have like all these chats connected here, I saw you were testing something and I I decided to pop my sub during that. I thought it'd be funny. Life dose. And you're the next one, so that's helpers. The chain continues. Ah, excellent. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been two whole damn years. Feels like longer. Feels like three. Maybe not too much longer, but yeah. Wild stuff, yeah. You're at 4 hours, yeah. Wild stuff indeed. Deaths, we gotta get you. Because I keep thinking back, because I didn't do my affiliate anniversary this year. And I keep thinking, I'm like, oh man, my next one, I gotta talk about like the journey, right? I gotta do like a retrospective. Oh gosh, I gotta quit my job. No, kidding. But I keep thinking about, I'm like, when did I start? I'm like, was it 2 years ago? Was it a year ago? It feels like a year ago. I still can't believe, and we're not showing him right now, but my model, the 2.0 effectively, I still can't believe that was in January of this year. That feels like that was last year. Unless it was, and I'm actually, and my time awareness is actually that awful, but I don't know. The relentless passage, as it were. Okay, so we're inserting into you. Yeah, I guess if you don't have a record, we can just build you out entirely. Now updating, it's basically the same actually. It's just the statement's going to be different because you're an update, not an insert. Let me just grab you. Except I want do service dot updates, not tokens, a record, boom. Effectively the same thing. Life dose plus 4 hours. Yes, yes, yes. Reduce stats set current dose. You all need to be, all of you actually. You all need to be %s. Our user ID is equal to, this always annoys me actually, because you have to put it at the end. Oh, and I guess a warning notice. Unless there's protest against this, I don't know how many people are actually here. I kind of want to. I think we should reset Radiate. I think we should consider uh the former Tiny Misi to be season 1, maybe, right? And this new, we'll do the reset, and then on the notes, since we kind of brainstormed it last time, we can start getting into the nuclear warfare aspect of this. So I think that's valid. I could put them, I have the DB still, I could pull them all over. But there's fraud. There's been fraud in that, and it is on my part for like resetting things when things break because we weren't testing with the test database. Uh Actually, that's actually the other good thing about having a proper database. Right now, this is connecting to well, it's not running, but it is connecting to the test database. But we can just replicate that for prod. So we have two, and those is running normally, but we're doing dev stuff. We're doing dev things. Normal Tiny Misi can be running on my Raspberry Pi. And then here I can just change that. Let me make a note of that actually. We can just change that over. Change to test when working on live. Yeah. Because that's what matters, is the data integrity. The changes here, not so much. Unless I actually care about Git history or something, which I don't. I've never cared about Git history in my entire life. Not only in silly things like this we do online, but also in like work. Okay, so git all, insert, update, those look good. So now what? We have our service done. And then so this is our old guy, this is our new guy. So we're going to start kind of moving things over. So we're going to want to import our service. Yeah, because you're from data. Just easy peasy. Radiate service. Yep. Then what else? We need a couple things. We'll need random. I think we need time. Do need date, time, and time zone probably. We'll figure it out. Models dot chat. Yeah, we'll need that. Except you're on permissions now. Go with the U. Models dot permissions. Chat helper. What does the chat helper get? User. We don't. Do we? No, we don't really need to get the user. Oh wait, no. This is. Wait. Get max radiate. Why are we getting users for that? That seems weird. Next dose format. Is that different from getting? God, there's so much stuff in here. Sup, bro? Haven't seen one of those in a while. Ugh. Okay, radiates. We need globals. Grab globals from somewhere. Who has globals? So the reason I do this is it's probably just my setup, but man, autocomplete has some trouble in here for me. So I'll try to get something that exists, and then VS Code's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yes, it does exist. Can you try harder? A little bit harder? Can you try a little bit?" It's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, all right, that's fair." Let's see. Command registration. We need to move. Probably uncomment these. Let's just they exist. Oh, register command, rad leader from radiate. We need to import to you. Need to get to you from mans dot radiate. Okay. Rad leader, death leader, Geiger. We need radiate proper. Dot. Have you selected radiate? Radiate. Yes. Good. Do I want to order these? Yeah. Try to keep these like ordered how they're also created. I know it doesn't really matter, but I don't know. Visually, it's a little nicer. And we're all using the same middleware. Rad leader, death leader. Yes, yes, excellent, excellent. Does not need to be a semicolon. Okay. So got all these going. So how does radiate start? This probably starts the same way as our check-in does. So let's actually just do that. So we have an ignore clause on this, so we actually need the user service. That's easy. And we need the chat command because that's where you start. Chat command from the Twitch API. Perfect. Yep, because I was doing checks on this and it's kind of annoying, but it's easier just to try to insert, and this has an ignore clause on it. So if you already exist in a database, it's just not going to do anything, and that's fine. That is totally good. Back here. So it's all connecting. We're getting the user. If not, yeah, we can do the same logic here. So we just want to data.radiate service. We're going to do user radiates is equal to the radiate service dot get rad stat. And then we need the cmd dot user dot d. Sir, so let me just check that. So if sir radiates, and the function from the data service is going to return none if there's none. So what commands we're in radiate check-in is update. Yeah, I guess we can just do it all here. So these will be our. I like to use this block I've made if I can find it. If I can find it, where are you? You. Go down here. Radiate's gonna call other things. This will be. Well, no, we don't actually do any other functions. I guess I kind of made check-in a little bit. No, because it does breakout. It does breakout update check-in. Yeah, we can just do an update call here. So everything else is informational. Update radiate stats. Yeah. Yep. So, and you're going to be async because we're going to have message handling. Both of you are actually, I think all of these are async. Fun async commands. Yes. We'll go there. So then we'll do, we got to qualify it. Radiate dot date radiate stat. Then our else. So if you don't exist, this is kind of how we do it easy mode. I think. Yeah. Else. Chicken service. Yeah, so I want to be able to just insert, but I know the value will be different. Or not different. The value could cross the threshold. So this is you. Yeah, insert. Because we just do that logic beforehand, actually. Don't actually need to do this later. So this is all just static. Where are you? Critical chance, random. No. Yeah. So we can just do this off the rip. And that's good. So this will get our thing here. There's a thing. Our dosage. Let's dissect this. I don't know if we want to do this anymore. I feel like it's causing problems. We need random out of here. So everything has a weight, 0 to 100. Some stuff obviously is pretty well weighted. I think bed is like 99 or 100. That comes through a lot, but that's also intentional. I mean, it's too intentional. I don't know. So something I tried to do to like kind of counter that, if I can remember how this actually fucking works. So rad weights, God. Yeah, item weight for item and radiation measures. Yeah, we get a list back because we did this weird. We didn't do this like in a good way, data structure wise. So we're getting our list of our radiation measures. Then we pass that to random choices. Or no. No, we're getting our weights. Sorry. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Radiation measures is a list of dictionaries. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so choices, we have to give it weights, which is, they're all tied together. And then we're getting 4 back. So we get 4 back weighted. Okay, let's see. And then we're randomly choosing one of those. Now I'm wondering if we actually should just, I don't know. Do we double weight it? Probably not. Or do we just like, maybe increase this? I don't know. To kind of, it all kind of ruins the weighting probably, doesn't it? Turn to list of choices. Uh, let's actually let's go back to the original. We did this originally, I think, and we got 0, right? Because that's, yeah. I think we'll try that. Go back to the classic. So that's our dosage event, and I don't really want to call it event. This is just our dose. Doses, well, I guess that's fine. It's the event. It is an event in a manner of speak. Okay. So if you're in radiate, if you're not, do this. Notch radiation measures. Radiate dot. No, sorry. That's what do I need? The radiation service. Inserts. So we're gonna do a new one. We're gonna do a new one. Okay. So we'll do cmd dot user dot id, and then the dose. Gotta do a check down here. Yeah, so if I guess we can kind of do a death check here to some degree. Welcome in Pixelbob. TypeScript? No, unfortunately. This is Python. Maybe we do. Maybe I don't know. Angular, the HTML is still in TypeScript, but we need to kill that. That needs to die. It's been on the chopping block for years now, it feels like. But my incompetence with Godot, prohibits me. Oh, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, so if our dosage event at what? At value, yeah, that's our guy. If dosage event at value is greater than, nothing's gonna be equal to, I don't think. 100,000. Actually, can we do global death ceiling? We're going to use that. Do you really have to be radiate dot? That's stupid. Fuck you. We're not doing that. You're going up here. Okay, so if you're greater than, we're going to what? No, that's easy. Yeah, so dose to 0, because you died. Life dose will simply be you. And then deaths will be 1. Perfect. If it's not, so if it's less than that, easy peasy. Try to format the document. I need a formatter. God, I need a formatter. So if that's not the case, both will be the same. And deaths 0. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Again, this is, let's make a comment. I had a lot of good comments in the prior. New user to BB table. And then your updates existing user. Perfect. Now, of course, we have to do a couple things in here. Where are my messages? Yes. No, your critical events. Commented everything out. What the fuck was I doing? What was he doing? Seem to reply that message. That was the ban. Oh yeah, I was doing all of this because the messages were very similar. Just gonna grab you. So we're gonna do that, and then yeah, the else case, we don't need this inside of it. It's just one guy. Except we'll have the death flag, the above side of that. Don't need that. Period. Send reply. Yep. Auto message sigil. Do we have you? We have you. Carry you down. Dosage event. Receive dosage value. Yes. That'll be regardless. And then I guess we just do this up here. I think this should take precedent. Has died. False. Right. It's capital F. Has died. Set that to true. And hopefully that updates in time. Actually, no, I don't even need a Boolean. I'll just do a message here. You have died. So we just put that at the end. So we'll start there. If you hit that threshold, it updates, and then we just simply add it here. Has died. And that'll just be an empty string or not. Okay, that's basic radiate. We now need the update function. And you're a bit more complicated. In fact, you're a lot more complicated. I want to incorporate normal style before we incorporate critical event again. So update radiate stat, give you the dose event, put you here. We're going to pass down our command as well. That should be all we need. And yes, we need the rad stat. So we'll do that first, actually. So got dosage event, got user radiates, name that stat. And then we got cd, chat command, piano man. Boom. He's gonna complain at me for a bit. I'm just gonna print none these guys just so we don't have little errors happening. Awesome. Okay, so if check, do we want that here? Yeah, that makes more sense. So time.time, get time. User radiate stat at next dose time. Okay. If that exists, we are going to do a couple things. User tuple, if not, it doesn't matter. We're already doing that above. So we can actually, so let's check and create user. Just go directly to update radiation. Not going to worry about is critical. So yeah, so you already got it. Yep, so we'll just do current dose is our dosage event. Add our value. Then of course we need to do this. These variables are a little bit long. Plus the value, and you are dose. What are you actually? Yep, dose. Is that next dose or next dose time? Oh, that's just, oh, I named that wrong. Did I really name that wrong? Radio stats, columns, next dose. Oh, I did, didn't I? No, all right. I think that means we need to update you. Oh, yeah, actually, all these are wrong. Right, because I did underscores. Okay, yeah, so your user underscore ID, you are dose, you are life, time, dose. That's kind of a bad naming convention. And deaths, yeah. Okay. Those. Dose, lifetime dose, cumulative, next dose. You, deaths is deaths. Yep. Okay. Let's make sure these are all right. User dose. It's your lifetime, yeah. Okay. So yeah, time greater than, I may have to update this. This is just int, and that's like 11 digits. Current epoch. What is our current epoch at? It does work, so I guess it's fine. I think it was int in the other database too. Maybe I adjust it. There's a lot of stuff that I could also have as strings, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay. Yep, so the current dose is your current dose plus the next one. Current feels, always feels like a misnomer here, but I guess it's kind of accurate. Cumulative dose is going to be the radiate stat. What do you, lifetime? Lifetime dose. Plus the dose event value, update, cumulative dose. Yep. Good comments. Good comments, time AC. CMD, yep. Okay. So then update radiate stats. So if current dose is greater than, or sorry, less than 100,000, just do the normal thing. This will run radiate service dot update rad stat, and we need so radiate stat at user ID dose current dose lifetime dose, which is your cumulative, and then your deaths, which are just going to be your current deaths. That's our first case. Our next case, I actually need to grab you. Are you in here? You're not in here. Models dot radiate immortals. Permissions, yeah. If you're wondering what that is, it was a result of a bug, but we've kind of turned it into a thing where myself and Prod cannot die because we cannot be banned by Tiny Misi in my chats. So there's some fun stuff planned for that, some silly things, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And then this should just reply normal to 2. On a message, the event, the value, and has died, but that's... Well, we can do the same logic here, I guess, actually. Well, that's a little bit repetitive, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So you haven't died there. Okay, then else if. So if you died and you're not in the Immortals, if you're not in the Immortals, you die. So we'll do the same guy. So you'll be +1. Current dose becomes 0. Yep. And then you get the same message, except died at the end. This is a nice song. And the next one, got the funny little thing. If it's greater than, yeah, because this is because we don't want to cross it. We need to be at it. Okay. And then, of course, the win. The immortal must try again, and then the winning condition. Probably to make a. No, we had no. The other idea is there for that actually for becoming immortal. Probably make that a database thing actually. It could probably just be a user. Yeah, I guess user or radiate table, one of the two. So current dose equal to 100,000, and you are in the immortals. We'll update you as normal. Current dose, cumulative dose. Yeah. Although this actually should be in the reverse order. We're kind of relying on precedence. Except we need to check. Yeah, if current dose is equal to because we had an or clause, don't we? Because if you're currently at it, we don't really want you to have to try again. Yeah, so if the current dose equal to, yeah, you've won. Where's the message actually? Wait, cmd dot fly. Actually, that should probably just be a. That should probably just be a pre-check up here. User radiate. Yeah. So if you exist. Yeah, I'm actually just going to do this here. If where does it? If you're at 100,000 and you're in immortals, yeah, that makes sense. That'd be a better way to pace without it doing that every time. Stand at the apex. Control Shift V doesn't even do it. All right. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I'll just kind of, I'm going to read through my flow again. So if you have a record, we check you if you're at 100,000 and you are in the immortals, we deny, just message back. Otherwise, we're going to update your radiate stat. If we go there, we check your timestamp. If you are greater, or sorry, if you're less than, we will then give you a dose. We'll give you a cumulative dose. If your dosage is less than 100,000, which, oh, we're not using our variable. What am I doing? Boom. So if you're less than the, actually, oh, immediately realizing I actually like seeing the number instead of, yeah, fuck it, whatever. We're going with it. We're going with best practice on const or something. So if you're less than the current, sorry, if you're less than the ceiling, we update you, apply. If you're greater than the ceiling and you're not in the immortals, actually, do we even need this clause? No, we do. We're gonna update you, and then if you're greater than current dose and you are in, let's try again. I think that makes sense. And then of course you have to get banned. So grab you. So you have died. Are we banning first or after? We're banning after the message. I suppose that makes sense. Maybe. I don't know. You're on global utils, yes. Dot ban user. That and that, and the user ID on the chat command. Yeah. I need to grab those. Who's importing them? Who's got my IDs? Who's got them? You do. Okay. Damn, that's cleaner. Damn, that's so much better. Okay. So now I guess we can do the critical event. Actually, no, we do. These have so much stuff involved. Well, actually, no, they don't. Because Geiger's easy. Geiger's very easy. So we just need to get our singular guy. So this would be our radiate service dot get radstat on the command. You also are command. You're going to take this. Take you. You just want a user ID. Good. cmd dot user dot b. Gosh, we're doing all this row matching and everything. That's crazy. So we do need this sort of to generalize it. Yeah, basically the same thing as we do up here. User radiate. If yeah, you shouldn't be, that should not be an array. It should just be normal without an array. Then we need dose. Then we need lifetime dose. I'm doing this correct. Lifetime dose, yes. I should drink some water. Okay. Big space there for some reason. Yep, so if you exist, yep, radiate, your dose, your deaths. Yeah, that looks good. Otherwise, please, yeah, radiate first. Yep, I think that's good. We could actually just do it. Does that defeat the purpose? No, I think that makes sense actually. That's maybe a little bit more proactive. We're not going to radiate them, but we can initialize them, I guess, right? So we can, especially because we can actually just do this here also. Yeah, so if you're in here, otherwise, yeah. You can insert you, you get ignored if you exist. And then else, we're not going to give you a dose. We're not going to give you a dose, we're just going to instantiate you. I'm just going to give you all zeros across the board. Except that we don't want to update the radiate timestamp. So I guess on insert, we can pass it in. So we're just defaulting right now. Let me think. Yeah, because we'll insert you with an ID, with a dose of 0, life of 0, a death of 0. Yeah, I guess we just add this in here. Service. Insert deaths. We'll do time, and you're going to equal. Actually, does this work? Can I use a function up here? I guess so. So that'll be time default to that. But in this case, we're going to give you a 0 as well. So we're kind of nice. We're not gonna take your radiate away from you. I think that's good, and then we can get rid of this command. Yep, so if you exist, create the user and an empty grad stat out a timestamp. Without, I guess there was without, effectively. Insert user into that. Yep. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Except we actually need this. We need just current RAM. Yeah, you'll be zeros across the board. Lifetime 0. Deaths 0. Oh man, look at us. Edge case handling? Not really. It's not really an edge case. These are doing a bunch of shit I don't care about. Well, no, it's not true. Oh, it's just sorting, and I had to like cheat to find out how to do this. I didn't write this myself. How do you work? Get all from table, get max radiate. We're using that on both of these. That's a big old function up here somewhere. Dot check. Green. Lime green. Hello, Venerac. Get max radiate. Yeah, we're so green with it. Rad leader. Let me add that back. I guess this is like radiate helper, sort of, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you, how the fuck did this work? Highest val. Yeah, we got lambdas involved. This, I didn't write any of this. I don't even know how this works, but it does. Oh, fuck. Async is scary. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of async happening in this. It hasn't been well, the critical event was problematic, I would say, because that was just trying to message. That was trying to CMD reply a billion times. That was a problem. But the database commands themselves are very much synchronous, which is good, actually. I don't have to worry about them too much. New line here. I don't really want to rewrite this. Also, why are we using user in here? Oh, Jesus, we actually should rewrite this. Should we? Just kind of vibe it out. Let's vibe. We're gonna vibe code. Rad leader. Let's just see what you are. This is one of the earliest things that this had in it. Rads, get all from table rad stats. Okay, we can immediately replace you. So you're gonna be in, we're gonna be JSON like, and that might be kind of awkward here. Get all rad stats. Wow. Okay. So that's our rads. Get max radiate. It's not defined. Yes, because we're in a class. You're gonna cry about it. It's fine. Although, what were you before? Are you no, you're any. No, you return a list of dictionaries. Yeah, how did you work? Row to dict. Okay, we had a different kind of guy in here. It should be similar enough. Sorry, I have like the other thing open on the other half screen. So you also need chat command. Both of you do. Messages, append message, current dose leaders, a join, index +1. I mean, we could just try it. Although you're getting chat helper get single user val top 5 user. Holy shit. That's valid still. Well, is it? Hold on. Did get all. Yeah, because you're returning a list of dictionaries of string any. Yes. Yes. Uche. We might hold off on these. I feel like I wanna not have it be like this kind of grotesque thing. So these will both print none. Oh, actually, I don't need to do that. I just deregister them. That's fine. Radiate and Geiger work. These two won't. So, and that is okay. The rest of this should work. Geiger, those two update. Only one way to find out. Python main.py. Good, good. Firefox opened, another thing, yes. All right, fellas. Rev up your engines. Okay. And then if I Geiger? If I spell Geiger correctly? Ah, interesting. Okay. Okay. Oh. Test.radiate stats doesn't exist. At least my error logging happened successfully. Is it underscore stats? Am I silly Billy? Yeah, I'm a silly Billy. He's a silly guy. Alright, let's kill this. Not that nugget again. What the hell is this happening in Malfon's chat? Oh man. Classic me not naming things. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to like I went through also after I had rewritten everything today and was like, oh yeah, everything is mismatched. I need like underscores instead of snake case or not snake case, instead of camel case. And the other things, the other cases that I was using, I was like, fuck, no, this is consistent. There's still inconsistency in parameter names, but I don't care as much about that. Snake case is red. It's okay. It's fine. Oh, whoopsies. What the hell did I just do? Okay, thank you, ZSH. I don't know what command, I don't know what fucking button I just entered. Is that a firework or gunshots? I hate on Snake Case. That's fair. I mean, I prefer Camel Geiger in my terminal, in my tuning. Really bad part about Godot. I'd argue there's more than that, but that's just my naivete on the whole Godot situation. Okay, connected. Biggest shrimp is very good. So, oh, this didn't write anything. So do it again. Okay, cool. We got 40 rem. And if we do Geiger, oh, the where clause. Wait, where am I doing? User ID. Ugh. Fuck me. So we're gonna get one. I assume it wrote though, right? Okay, yeah, that wrote. Yeah, I got 40. What do you get? 25,000? Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that went through. Also, is this 9, 10? Okay, yeah. I guess that's why integer works on your ISO string, because we're only at 10. We're only at 1 billion. Oh man. That's years since 19 or yeah, second since 1970. So 55 years. Yeah, I'll be dead before integer doesn't work for this, so that's good. We don't have to worry about it actually. Some of those funny things about types. It's like, will I have to worry about this in my lifetime? Probably not. Okay, so you won't be able to radiate because it actually successfully saved it. But if you Geiger, all right, perfect. That'll work. Ooh, actually, you hit an error. Where did you hit? Update radiate stat was never awaited. Oh, is that async? Where are we? insert. Wait a second. Where are we? Async fuck. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Update radiate stat. Oh yeah, you're right, because you're messaging. Yep, because you're messaging. You're not. Yeah, the more annoying thing about this is like it doesn't really warn you. You just have to let it error. What did you do? Geiger update radiate stat. Right, because you tried to. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Now it should properly send the message. Never mind. Never mind. Current dose. Hang on, what's the error here? Wait, radiate. Cannot access local variable current dose where it's not associated with the value. What? Right. We block scoped it. Yep. Classic. Kind of classic. Yeah, because this whole thing, we're doing it up here first. Yeah. What about the other things? Cumulative dose. Yeah, we also do that outside the block. What did I just click on? Oh yeah, we forgot the thing and totally actually. Yeah, daily dose administered. I was thinking, I was like, this whole update radio, like I know we cleared a lot of stuff out. There's a lot of comments in here. I was like, this looks much shorter than I recall it being. So what's I want you else wait cmd dots next dose format. You're a local guy, aren't you? Yeah, you're up here. Date time. I guess we do need that. Radiate. It's our class. Yep. Okay. Radiate dict. No. You. Are we good now? Let's see. So we get these first, and that makes sense. And then we check all of them. If we're past the time, if we're not, we do the thing. These are not awaitable because they're just database transactions. You got two guys there, you got there, yeah. Okay. Third time's the charm, right? Enter to shut down. Beautiful. Geiger we know works, but if we all radiate again. Bro, what the? God damn it. The hubris of naming conventions. Fuck. Thank you. Thank you, Tiny Musi. I want to kill someone. Hold on, Venerak, we're gonna kill you. What are you? Where are you in here? It's a lot of messages. If you are still here, Venerak, I'm gonna increase your number to 99,999. Yeah, we're killing you. Hold on, stand by. Save. It's no physical. What does this even mean? Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second here. No unique key. Error saving. Okay, hold on. I've had this happen twice now. This is a weird thing. Custom unique key. Why does this matter? User ID. Unless I fucked up, and I thought I'd set the foreign keys in some of these tables. Sorry, I'm looking at the database view right now. In some of these tables to be the primary key, but I guess not. Save, yeah. Next dose. 0. Can I have my numpad still on? Lifetime, yep. Save. Yeah, try again, Venderak. Can you radiate for us? I could try it on myself, but I'm not allowed to die. Those are the rules. Well, I guess not. That is fine. But yeah, I think that should all work. Try to tee up the critical event. Let's see. I don't really want to do the stats right now. And Tiny Misi will actually after this. It's been nice. It's been 2 hours. No way. Almost. Huh. That'd been less time. Tiny Misi will not be active after this stream. I will spin up everything up on my Raspberry Pi again tomorrow, because that's going to be annoying. Let's see. Critical event. At least tie it together a little bit. How did we do this? How did we do this? Where are you? Not you. Radiate. Yeah, so on radiate, we had our flat chance. So 1 in 50. I guess we're going to do that here. Because we want this to be regardless. I'm thinking about this the right way. So on radiate. Oh, though actually... I think it's a little weird because of how we are passing all this down on the chain. Because what, we did flat chance here. That's our critical chance. The critical chance, we would critical event, pass or flat. I guess, okay, this got recursive though. Okay, that's how this happened. So I guess that makes sense. So once it stops, everything will reset. So I guess that makes a little bit of sense. I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. I'll put flat chance up here actually. So it's 1 in 50. No. 1 in 100. Even like I originally was like 1 in 5. That was bad. That was really bad. So async. Can I have you not be async? I don't know. Near a primary function. You're not a command though. You are a helper. So async def critical events. Dosage. We don't need to pass chat in because we have globals. Yeah, yeah. Chat.send message. What is chat even in this case? Chat. Chat. I think chat was just Tiny Misi, Twitch. Yeah, we have the globals. I don't think we need that. So we just need the dosage value. And so I'm gonna, don't know what the fuck's happening there. Get rid of that. Yeah, so we need the dosage. We need our flat chance. Retrigger. That was just for messaging. Oh, do we do this reverse? Right now, and how I implemented before, the chance would actually decrease. However, we're thinking about a real nuclear reaction. If a critical event happens once, and getting science aside and prompt criticality and everything, the chance of, if we're thinking small scale, the chance of a neutrino, not a neutrino, sorry, a neutron, beta radiation, whatever, hitting an atom as this increases, maybe increase the chance on each subsequent, but we have a limit, like 5, like 5 hits. All right, let me brainstorm this. So start at 1 in 100. If crits lower, I guess, no, this would be increase the odds of crits, allow up to 10 triggers. I think that makes sense. So in that case, so yes, let's go up here. So critical chance. That. So yeah, so if random dot, we have that, yeah, is less than or equal to 1 over 100, which is what, 0.01? 0.1? Can I do math? Does Time Easy know how to do math? Probably not. Yeah, 0.01. It's pretty small. Pretty small chance, hopefully. If I wanted to, I'd probably run this 100 times and just like see. I don't know. Maybe I do that later. Really feel it out. Like this is 100 anyway. Yeah. Okay. So we get a chance up here. And we've already gotten our dose event. So, oh, what's our order of operations? Oh, we still have the idea of not hitting everyone in the database, just hitting everyone connected, which is actually why sort of that insert user step's really important. So I'm probably doing that up here. We're not doing that down here. And this is what kind of, well, no, because we're outside this chain. We are outside of this chain. Because yeah, once you radiate, we don't even want to do all of this again. We just want to jump straight to it. Which means... Okay, we're probably not getting a logic here because I actually kind of want to end in a minute. But let's see, how do we chain this together? So if crit chance is less than... I guess we just run it on... Yeah, so critical event... Um, get that activated. So I think we'll do the checking in here, whether or not it runs. So crit chance is up here. If you radiate, that happens. And then update radiate stat. Feels weird if the mortals could trigger this. Maybe that's funny. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of just want it to like happen regardless. So let's just do it at the end. So without any if checks really. So radiate dot critical events, and we'll do our critical chance. That's not the right word for this. This would be trigger crits. And then our dosage. Take it. Kind of just need the value, but that's fine. I think we can actually probably do something fun with that. Okay. Got our dosage. Our flat chance. Starts at 1 in 100. And that'll start at 0. And yeah, I guess you're also going to get fucking awaited. We just start it with if activated. Easy. if activated. Yeah, we'll just do all rad users. Again, would like this to be just the guys currently connected to RTC. I'll figure out how to do that at some point. Get all. And then yeah, basically we need to do the same if statements here. Except we need the loop actually. We have to do a loop here. But yeah, I think I know the gist of this. Okay. I have an idea. Yeah. We have an idea for this. That being said, gosh, I have like so many high Twitch API auths open right now. It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I think this is a good success. I think TinyMeCi is quite strong in terms of code quality now, I would say. A lot more extensive, well, maybe not extensible is the right word, but a lot easier to work in right now. I think that's good. Oh, sorry I didn't stream like the entire process, but God, it was really boring. I was enjoying it, right? You know, just in the mines basically. Nothing wrong there. But yeah, just the kind of the rough start this morning, but that's okay. Those things happen. Those things happen. So I'm taking a peep at who's on here. Who's on here? Oh man. A lot of options. A lot of options. You know, I haven't raided Rat Cousin before. I think we're gonna raid him. Let me just actually open this stream up. Although if he's playing Death Stranding, I will not be able to stay for long. So that. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. Um, a good time, a good time. I'm glad we got a lot done. RealDB, proper globals, like all these services. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. There's a big future ahead for the TinyMeCi. We're talking before, like getting webhooks in on my local network, so like we can do like fun stuff in OBS perhaps from TinyMeCi. Definitely on the table. Just gotta look into it more. And also like if you're doing like a Discord bot or something, I don't know. A lot of food for thought. But with that, next week it's kind of busy for me. Maybe a stream Wednesday. I don't know. I have to like actually do some work travel, which is kind of annoying. And some like doctor's appointments and whatnot. But we'll see. We'll see. Usually we're on the weekends, so we'll see you then probably. If not, have a good one. And as always, I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Yes, thanks, Venerax. See you later, man. All right, with that, we're gonna read Rat Cousin. I don't know what they're doing right now, but you know. If you know, you know. But they're just classic raid message, right? Yeah, that's what we'll read with. Probably rat stuff. Probably rat stuff. All right. Well, I will see y'all later.